Alright, so for this video I'm going to be walking you through how to sign up for Blogger and to complete a performance reflection blog. A performance reflection blog is something you're going to be keeping up throughout the class, and this is going to be part of the performance assignment, which is the biggest grade that you'll be getting, or the biggest percentage of your grade. At the end of each unit you're going to perform the songs we're working on in a small group in front of the class. And I describe why I think this is important in the performance page and in the syllabus. But only 20 points comes from the performance of the 30 total. The other 10 points comes from this reflection that you do on the performance. And so I'm going to describe a little bit about what's going to happen here. So at any point you can come over here to the left hand side and click on Performance Reflection Blog. Now the blog is not actually going to be part of this website. We're going to be doing it on Blogger, which is another component of Google, but it's going to be something that you run separately. Here is a description of the assignment, which we'll talk about later, but the first thing I want to do is just set up the account with you. So we're going to go over here to Blogger, and you already at this point have your Gmail account, so you're just going to use that. I'm going to go in with mine. And here we are. And I'm going to go ahead and set a new blog, even though I do have one started right here, just so I can show you what to do. So this is the first thing that you're going to see. It's a little confusing at first, but right over here you're going to have this new blog option. And please feel free to pick a theme. This is your personal blog, and I think it's important that you feel good about it and you like the way it looks. So I will pick this one here, this Awesome Ink. And I'm going to call it my last name, Performance Reflection Blog. And I want you all to call it this, your last name, Performance Reflection Blog. And then you can come up with your own web address. They'll let you know if it's there or not. So let's just try the same thing, Benedetti Performance Blog. And it really doesn't matter as long as you bookmark it and you email it to me, whatever you call it, I'll have it bookmarked and linked. But just something that you'll remember is fine. I am going to create that blog, and it is created. So now we want to start a post, and that's what this little pencil right here is. You can also view the blog, which would be pointless right now, and then you've got your more options here. We can certainly delve into this later, but it's a lot of stuff. If you want to go public with the blog, you have a lot of options here. But for our sake, we're just going to create our own blog. And then it's really not that different from a word processor. You have some HTML editing. If any of you are familiar with that, you can make it look fancy. You can add all sorts of different things. But for the most part, you're just going to type, and you're going to add a video. Now that we've set this up, let's take a look at what the requirements are. Now I'm going to read this right now so that we can get this very much, we can understand this. To receive full credit for a performance, you must complete a reflection by the Monday after the performance. Most performances we do on the last day of the week. So then the first day we get back, I expect that to be done. Here's the video explaining it. You have to upload a video of your performance, and what I'm going to do is when I take the video of the performance, I will put it on your Google Drive, so you'll have that available pretty much right away. So you upload a video of the performance, and then this is important. Responses to the following 4 prompts, answering the questions, and indicating at what point in the song you are referencing. And we'll look at that in a little bit. And it's 4 very simple questions. What is one aspect that I am proud of as an individual performer? What's one thing that I accomplished? What's one aspect I'm proud of for the group? So this is something that your group as a whole accomplished. One aspect I'm disappointed in because I could have prepared better. So this is something that you neglected, you didn't have time to look at, but you know if you had looked at it, you would have been okay with it. And finally, one aspect I'm disappointed in because of a performance error, which is due to nerves, distractions, flukes. Things happen in performances, and it's important to understand that it's okay to make a mistake, but it's also important to identify where those mistakes are. So those are your 4 questions. Now, this is important. I am not asking you to criticize or comment on other people's performances other than what you're proud for in the group right here. But otherwise, this is your own reflection. If somebody in your group doesn't perform as well as you want them to, that you just keep that to yourself. You don't need to comment on that. Okay, so rather than type out right here, I went ahead and wrote out my answer. And so I'm going to put that in the blog. And it really doesn't look that great. Obviously, you're going to want to maybe put a little heading up here. We'll call this, let's say, Performance 1, and you'll name it after the piece that you did. So whatever the unit is we're working on, you'll name it that. And then I want you to embed a video. So up here you have Insert Video, and I'm going to upload it. And I put it over here on my desktop, and I have it down here. Now this video is not, it's a different video than what I actually talked about. I didn't actually talk about anything specific in my response, but just to demonstrate how that's going to look. And so while it's uploading, let's read through this answer. I'm going to point out all the 4 things that I addressed. I worked really hard to change the way I played the G chord to fit a specific voicing. I was able to do it during the performance 2 out of 4 times during the chorus. Now, what I mean by G chord may not be clear to you, but notice how I mentioned what I did, and I noticed when I did it right here, 2 out of 4 times during the chorus. Okay? As a group, we each played a different part at 1 minute and 30 seconds, and it came out really well during the performance. That's what I'm proud of for the group, and this time instead of saying chorus, or what part of the song, I just said what time during the performance it happened, 1 minute 30 seconds. Unfortunately, I didn't spend enough time on the bridge of the song, and I didn't change with everybody else. Let's fix our grammar there. That sounded awkward, so I didn't change with everybody else. I think because I was nervous, I counted everyone in too fast for the intro. So here's the intro. That's a point in the song. And the bridge, we'll learn about bridges later, but that's also another point in the song. So each one I answered the question, and I said when it happened. I'm going to check that my video is working. Oh, they're not going to let me check that the video is working. But that's fine. I am going to publish it. And we can cancel sharing. Just hit cancel there. And let's take a look at it. So there's my video. Here's my post. And then I'm going to take this link here. I'm going to copy it and I'm going to email it to me or share it with me on Google or however you want to do it. There are lots of different ways to get it to me, but just make sure I have it so I can grade it. And that's all you have to do. All right. If you have any questions, let me know.